Alright, Rich and Nancy, we're back with Xena. So I will tell you, she had blowout diarrhea in her cage yesterday. That's like the third time that's happened. So that was a big mess. So anyway, but you guys have got to send me some more food for her. She's out of her food, and I've been feeding her. But she had it when she was on her regular food too. So I don't think it's anything to do with that. I think maybe, I don't know whether it was, I don't know, she probably had some poop down by the pond, some skunky poop. Anyway, but she's been doing good, so I'm just going to give her a little run through around people, and, you know, you just want to be proactive. Oh, and let me tell you about, Crystal forgot to change the batteries, so we just had to go in Dollar Tree and buy some of the cheap dollar batteries, and Crystal doesn't believe me that those things drain really, really fast, so I told her if the batteries start draining, just shut the video off, because if the batteries die, you're still recording the video, and she's thinking to herself, well, start doing the video then, quit talking about it. But if the batteries die when you're in the middle of recording a video, it does not process and record it onto the memory card. So if the video suddenly cuts off, that's what happened. And Crystal said, oh, don't worry, I'll keep an eye on the batteries. I said, I bet you will, after I yelled and yelled at her. Anyway, so I'm just going to work around. Got my pager on, got my nick set on about 20. You know, and if she was to start to bark or, you know, do anything, then I would hit my neck and get her to go down. Oh, but she's a hungry girl. All right, so I'm going to go towards her, so I'm going to use my little hand signal. Heel. So I'm using these for weave pulls. Stop jumping around. Haven't you ever heard of weave pulls before? Down. Good girl. Doing my pager. See how loose I'm keeping the leash though? I don't want you guys wrapping that leash or trying to get a grip on her. The second you do that, she's going to go right back into, you know, lunging mode. If you see a dog or whatever, we have a couple different options. If a dog was to come lunging and bark at her, your option is to change direction. Xena, she's got this maneuver. Heel. Down. The second choice would be to get her down. Dogs are less threatened by another dog that's laying down. You can resolve a lot of situations. If it was a lunging and barking dog, even though, I don't know, we did have one time that did still go after the dog. I was wrong that time, but generally speaking. So, I'm going to get her up with my pager, but that would be your option. If worst case scenario, she did go to the end of the leash and start lunging and barking, you're going to hit the neck and change direction. Xena, I'm going to do my pager, heel. my arm bent, and it might seem a little unnatural in the beginning, but this is how you need to walk along. Heel. Or at this point, I've got my leash here down, but you can see it's in no way wrapped around anything. And if I am getting the leash here, I'm always doing it overhand, not underhand. So, you just want to think, again, that your main thing is you've got the handle here. Whoops. Whoops. Got the handle here. You know, and how you control the leash. And, you know, people that think that's not important have never ridden horses or anything. It's very, very important how you hold the leash. Even though she is trained off the leash, I'm not using the leash to control her in any way. But you can see she's fairly indifferent to people at this point. Heel. Turn away. I'm dropping this heel. Oh, she's fabulous. I'm going to lift her up. No, heel. No. Oh, I don't know what that was. Trained off the leash. I want you guys to use the leash, obviously, but you know, when I'm down, I'm doing, and because there's very little difference, I was not using the leash to control her, so that's why I can take it off. But I do keep my hand movements the same as if the leash was there. So if I was going to do the turn towards, especially in these initial stages, I would go like this. So just fading the little movements of the leash down. Alright guys, more updates soon.